Alright, we're gonna be playing Coastline, and I'm gonna pick 5 operators that I think are good picks for playing Penthouse and Theater when you're doing bomb. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick Frost first, and I wanna show you good spots to pit her traps. So I think a really good first spot for her trap is White Window, because even in high and low elo, I see all the time people push from here, and even if they don't, it's good just to watch your back. So yeah, that's a really good spot there. And here I can show you, like, if someone does push White Window. So just break through the window, normally like this, and then they don't normally look down, so the trap is pretty hitting. So then they'll just be like, alright, it's clear, so I can push in, and then they're just gonna fall right on it, like this. And then that's them down. So yeah, that's a really good spot there. The next spot, we're gonna go run to.
5 seconds left.
It's gonna be in the bathroom here, right below this hatch. Now, if you have someone on your team with barbed wire, if you put barbed wire here, it'll be pretty good. This is a common spot, but it can still be good just to watch your back and as a sound cue. So if I go and attack from the hatch above bathroom here, I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm checking it. Normally there's barbed wire and a frost trap, you know, you just fall right in it like that. And so yeah, that's a good spot there. And the next spot is gonna be I think in VIP lounge. I think that would be a pretty good spot. Yeah, right about here, maybe. Yeah, that's probably good. I don't think they would really look down right there if they're trying to look at the door that goes into Hall of Fame. So yeah, that should be good. Here's me attacking. So if I'm attacking and watching Hall of Fame, I'm just focused on the door. You know, I'm not really gonna look down at my feet. I'm gonna, you know, normally if this wall is not reinforced, it's going to be reinforced normally, but yeah. And then boom, I just walk right into the trap. I'm not saying that one's guaranteed, but it's also good just to watch your back, and you might get someone caught off guard. But we're gonna put a shield here, and you can play this shield if you want to. In this hallway, you don't have to, but you can, just to watch stairs. And we're gonna make a rotate here so we can get into theater a little easier if we need to push back. From that shield, you can also push, or I'm sorry, you can also watch the other hallway. So you can pretty much watch both stairs, and from that rotate, you can watch the VIP lounge doorway. So that's pretty good there. We're not really exposing yourself that much. So let's say I was pushing up these stairs here, and the shield was there, you know, it's pretty hard to play against that shield. If I was playing from either side, this doorway or the stairs, I'm exposing myself a lot here, so it's pretty good to play that shield there, but you don't really have to play behind it, it's just if you want to. Like, it can throw people off guard if you don't. People will still check it, even if you're not behind it, so if you want to throw people off guard, that's a good way to do it. Now for this next operator, I couldn't decide who to pick, so I just went for Jager, and I'm not the best with Jager, so maybe you can find another operator that's better, that you think is better for Penthouse and Theater, or you can just find a better spot for his gadgets, because I'm not really good with him. But I'm gonna try. So, like I was saying when I was playing Frost, barbed wire right under this hatch is a pretty good spot to hide her trap. So yeah, always be a team player, you know, if you can. And I think the first trap right under this TV is probably a good spot, because then you can watch. Or, like, if they throw anything through this window or from this hatch, to try to get it into this penthouse room, you know, at least you'll have something there to guard you and protect you a little bit. So that's a good spot there. And to even watch the window and the hatch, you could play in this corner right here. So even if people if people push from Fame Hall, they're not really going to be able to see you in this corner. So you can get the edge on them, but it's not guaranteed. So just letting you know. And I'm just going to reinforce these walls. And I'm going to put a trap there just so there is one in theater. And then, I don't know where this last one should go. Maybe here. Yeah, maybe here's a good spot. If I can get up here. Kind of struggling. But, I think it would be a good spot because then you can put it here and it should protect the Frost who's playing behind the shield if you choose to do that. Well, anyone can play behind that shield, but I'm just saying, it'll protect them at least a little more. So nobody can just throw a grenade at you. So yeah, I think that one is probably the best one out of all of them. And then I'm gonna put yeah, I'm gonna put barbed wire in this hallway. Right there maybe? That way they can't really sneak up on the Frost. You know, she'll have a sound cue. I'm just walking through it, making sure. Yep. Yeah. Just help out your teammates if you can. And then, if you want, you can play Jager on Cool Vibe Stairs. You can watch. So then that way you can watch Kitchen Doorway. And you can watch Blue Bar. And you can also watch Sunrise. The Sunrise door. So, like if I attack here and I push through Kitchen and I peek Cool Vibes. Yeah, Cool Vibes. I can instantly just, the Jager that's sitting there can instantly just dome this person, especially if their gun skill is better. And then if you do play here, you can also make small holes here, so you can, that way you can watch into this lounge. You can, like if you shoot, you'll pretty much be shooting like head height level at the doorway. And I'll just show you that in a minute here. If I can get a good angle. I'm kind of struggling. Alright, there's some shots. Now we go see them. Yeah, that's about head height. It's about head height. Even if not, that's a couple good shots in the body. So if someone, like, let's see if someone does attack from here. Normally they don't really check that corner. But sometimes they do, so be careful. Another spot that you could play with Jager is in the pool room, and you can watch luggage, and you can watch that door that I just showed. What's good about this spot is if people do push up the white stairs over there, they're probably going to shoot at the Frosted Shield. Quick peek it, see if anyone's even playing there, or just throw a smoke down and try to run into luggage room. So if they do that, you already have your crosshairs in that spot and ready to just get them. So that's a pretty good kill there. Pretty easy. And I'll just show that. So if someone was attacking from luggage, you would probably have the advantage on them there. So yeah, that's a good spot. Now I went with Mir, and maybe some of you would say that Mir's not a good pick here, and that may be so. I'm not a pro player or anything, but for playing for so long, Mir has always been pretty good on this map, especially downstairs in Kitchen, and honestly, she's not that bad in Penthouse and Theater either, so that's why I picked her. And she also has a super shotty, so she can make rotates pretty decently as well as Frost can. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make the rotate back where it was, just so we can, you know, keep it all together and we have the visual there. And then her first mirror, I'm actually gonna put on this wall here, not reinforced or anything, just like this. That way I can shoot through it, and I can watch Hall of Fame doorway, and I can watch the window to the right, and I can also watch the bathroom door.
10 seconds to
As
insertion.
well as from behind the mirror, I can also watch that left wall right there, so if
5
they have a
seconds and
hard
counting.
breacher and they open it up, you know. So this is a pretty good spot to be able to
Bomb
watch
locations
that and
are
still
secure.
stay in theater.
Ten seconds before insertion. 5 seconds to go.
Anyways, back to the game. I reinforced these walls in Penthouse because normally they're going to be reinforced anyway, and then I put my mirror here. Well, I tried. And then, oh, well, great. That's great. Thank you. Love that. Love when games break like that. Anyways, I can watch the doorway, and I can also watch that window and pool room. And if this wasn't messed up, I could also watch that wall to the right. Now, you don't have to pop this mirror at any point. You can just hide behind it and give your teammates intel. But you can also pop it because of the new update where her mirror can just be shattered. So you can pop it and get some kills if you have to, or just give your team callouts. Like if I was gonna attack here, I'd be like this. Normally people are like that, and I would break it, be like, okay, it's clear. And the person in mirror, if she was playing that window, she would be able to see all of this in pool room. So she would see this sledge right now. And then if anyone went into here, she could be given the call out and be like, they're going to Fame Hall. And if the mirror runs back and plays behind that first mirror that we placed, she should be able to get that person. She should be able to outgun that person. And then we're just going to put like a little sound cue here in case someone does push up behind the frost. If frost plays there and kills the frost, then we can have a sound cue, especially if they try to go through that rotate right there as well. If the mirror is playing out that first shield, she should be able to readjust herself and kill that person before they get the jump on her because of that sound cue. Hopefully, anyways. So we're just gonna like play that out. If I was an attacker and I was coming up, the sound cue would go off and it would alert the mirror, and I wouldn't know exactly where she was. It's like more than half the time she should be able to get the jump on you, in theory. But enough of that. The fourth operator that I'm gonna pick, I think I'm going to go with Smoke. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Smoke. Just because he can work really, like, pretty good with Mirror. If I make him anchor with Mirror, they can work pretty good together. And he's really good at denying, so, I mean, he's just a good pick all around.
Protect the bombs.
I normally run a shotgun with him to make rotates, but since we had Mirror and Frost, I didn't really have to, so it's just your preference if you want to or not. So I'm just going to reinforce those walls to keep it how it was originally.
10 seconds remaining.
But if you do pop the mirror that was there,
Down to 5 seconds.
because you know that someone's pushing in from that hallway or the wall
secure.
to the right, then you can just throw a smoke over there and deny them. So you can keep them at bay, pretty much, really easily with smoke. And, you can actually play in this corner over here, that I was talking about earlier, and you can watch Fame Hallway, you can watch the bathroom, and you can watch this window. So nobody can drop down the hatch if you're watching, because you could just smoke them out. You can just throw smoke over there, you know, and they're not gonna be dumb enough to jump through it. That'd be stupid. Or you could just throw smoke at this window, or out the window if you have to. So like if I do that, you know, I mean that's pretty good. That should, I think that would go above the hatch and actually get them, but I'm not sure about that. You would think it would, though. Oh, and also, if I'm sitting in this corner, I can throw smoke over the bomb into that room, and here's where it would land. It will actually land right in front of this door, so they won't be able to push that door, and it will also fill this hallway, so they won't be able to come from VIP either. So I mean, that's a very good spot. You can watch a lot of angles. And you can also put a shield here to anchor this room. So if someone attacked from that window that I was just looking at like this, you would be behind the shield. You should have a, you know, a better odds of actually killing that person who's at the window. Not 100% obviously, but better odds. And you can watch theater like that, and if you want to, you can move the shield over a little. That way you can have, like, you can just stay crouched and kind of look at the door like this. That way you don't have to really expose yourself. And you can also throw smoke too as well. You can throw smoke over the bed, and it'll go right into that room. And if we see where it landed, I'm actually not really sure where it landed. I thought it would land like right at the door. Let's just let it go off. Okay, but you can see that it's pretty effective. I mean, that's a pretty good smoke throw. So we do it again. I didn't mess up. It didn't get caught in the bed or anything. You know, that's the second time throwing it, and it landed right here. So yeah, that's a pretty good spot there as well.
15 seconds.
And that is going to be pretty much it for smoke. I mean, you can just anchor this room with mirror, and you guys will be like a pretty good combo. And I also have this bonus clip for you right here, which is just showing a spot for an attacker right behind this truck. It's a little pixel peek, and I've always seen a lot of people just try to rush that door just to get an easy kill. So I mean, if you want to take cautious and, you know, just do that, go ahead. Just a little bonus spot for y'all. And then my fifth and final choice, I'm just gonna choose Alibi, because I use her a lot on this map. I really didn't know who to choose at first, but then I settled on an Alibi, and I'm using her because she's a 3-speed. So having three roamers and then 2 anchors is pretty good on this map. I mean to say, I'm just stupid, sorry. But yeah, and she can actually help out the other roamers as well because of her gadget. So I mean, she's pretty good. So for the Jager that could be playing on cool vibes, if you go about that and you do that, you can go ahead and pin an Alibi right here where I told you that where I told you that Jager can also play.
Left.
You can go ahead and pin an Alibi there instead to watch him. So if people do come from luggage, he'll be he'll get alerted and he'll know. So he'll watch more upstairs than downstairs, but you know, still try to listen for downstairs. And I'll just show that, like, if I was an attacker and I just came up, I would probably just automatically shoot that, and that's normally what I do with alibis anyway. I just shoot them. Just instantly. I gotta heavy trigger finger. But the next one, I think he'd go in this room, probably. Maybe here. Actually, I don't really think that's a good spot, honestly. Let's just pick that up. Maybe right here. Yeah, that's probably better. Oh yeah, that kind of looks more real. Alright, so like, I'm just gonna pretend I'm an attacker here. Like, if I was pushing this way, I don't know why I really would, but I would just shoot. I would just shoot. Yep. I would just see the alibi right there, and I would just automatically fire upon it. And that may not be the best placed alibi, but honestly, that will probably distract the enemy enough to be like, okay, well, there's nobody playing in this room anyways, so they're probably going to be less off their guard and just step in that frost trap that we pit earlier. Not gonna lie, they might. And then the last one is going to be in Cool Vibes, right at this window. This one's going to be to also really help Jager, so if I was an attacker, I would automatically trigger it, and it would ping my location, so Jager would know who's playing on Cool Vibes right there. And it's kind of like a last second thing too, if they have to find another way to push. But Alibi can also just play this bathroom or kitchen, and she can put her shield here, so if people do push just the main entrance, you know, she'll have some leeway to go back into kitchen if she needs to, if she's getting just too much shots. If she didn't land her first couple of shots, she can just run back to kitchen and even go up Cool Vibes to go upstairs if she has to. She'd probably rotate all the way around actually and just go on white stairs that's right across the thing and try to pick, but that depends on how aggressive you are. But yeah, that's my top 5 picks, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.